This is Adelita Grijalva, the congresswoman from Arizona's 7th District. On December 5th, ICE and the IRS, as well as other federal partners, had conducted 16 search warrants in southern Arizona as part of a years-long investigation into immigration and tax violations. Congresswoman Grijalva just happened to come across one of those raids and posted the following video about it.
We just came up on a community that was protecting their people. We had, I would say, maybe 40 ICE agents, most of them masked, in several vehicles that the community had stopped right here, right in the middle of the street. They were afraid that they were taking people without due process, without any kind of notice.
I can't believe it. Government agencies tried to serve warrants without informing the community ahead of time. Damn you, Donald Trump!
And so I was here. This is like the restaurant I come to literally once a week.
Taco Hero is her favorite restaurant. That means it's personal.
And was sprayed in the face by a very aggressive agent.
Really? Huge if true, but for someone who was pepper sprayed in the face, her eyes look completely normal and there was no redness on her skin of any kind. Not to mention that there's no stain from the pepper spray on her clothing. Tricia McLaughlin, the Assistant Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, posted on X that if Grijalva's claims were true, this would be a medical miracle. Adding context that Grijalva was in the vicinity of someone who was pepper sprayed as they were obstructing and assaulting law enforcement. So someone is lying, right? Well, there's video evidence of the incident provided by Grijalva herself. Let's roll the clip.
Watch out, watch out. Hey, put it down.
Wait, Adelita Grijalva was lying? I know you're shocked.
I was here and was sprayed in the face by a very aggressive agent, pushed around by others when I literally was not being aggressive. I was asking for clarification, which is my right as a member of Congress.
Oh, so the agents were being aggressive, not the congresswoman. She was completely innocent. She was just asking questions. And the mob? Not a mob. They were just concerned members of the community.
Eventually, backup units arrived to clear the way. When protesters remained in place, smoke canisters were deployed. Protesters and law enforcement then clashed along Grande Avenue. In the chaos, protesters threw bottles at cars.
Some seen kicking unmarked vehicles. HSI or ICE agents then can be seen using tear gas to clear the crowd.
Still kind of unclear, though, what led those canisters to be fired.
Agents fired non-lethal rounds at the feet of protesters, including Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva.
This is important to remember. They fired pepper rounds at the ground, not directly at protesters. Anyway, Grijalva thinks that she's the queen of Tucson and that ICE agents were supposed to just stop what they were doing and answer her questions.
So once introduced myself, once I did, I assumed that it would be a little calmer, but there was literally only one person that was trying to speak to me in any kind of civil tone, and everyone else was being rude and disrespectful.
The agents were in the middle of conducting an operation, serving warrants, making dozens of arrests, and on top of that, they had to deal with an angry mob of protesters. And she thought that getting up in agents' faces and demanding answers was going to calm the situation? Who the hell does she think she is?
I want to protect the people in this community, and that's why I showed up.
Wait, she showed up? I thought she was there because she was going to lunch.
This is the taquillero that I come to all the time. So I was literally coming to lunch.
Grijalva accused the Trump administration of creating an atmosphere of fear.
And so they're looking at I-9s, and that's what they're doing. They're targeting small businesses and people that are helping in our communities in order to try to fill the quota that Trump has given them.
So all she knows is that this poor small business that didn't do nothing is being raided because Orange Man bad. But the reality is she's a member of Congress who thinks that federal laws don't apply to her community. Anyway, Congresswoman Grijalva hit the fake news networks to tell her harrowing tale. First, she went on to briefing with Jen Psaki.
Congresswoman Grijalva says she presented herself as a member of Congress and asked the agents for more information about what they were doing. And the federal agents replied by pushing and pepper spraying her and her staff. You can see video on your screen right now.
Not video of her actually being pushed or pepper sprayed, but you know.
First of all, it's great to see you. I'm happy to see that you're okay. How are you? How are your staff doing?
I think we're all okay.
You don't say.
Literally, when I walked up to the area, because this is a restaurant I go to all the time. It's right across the street from a preschool, down the street from a church.
I can't believe that ICE would raid a restaurant that's across the street from a church and a preschool. Donald Trump, you monster!
And so I went up, I introduced myself, I let them know who I was. One agent said, I don't care who you are. You need to get out of the way. We were pushed, we were shot at, and it's really scary.
Oh, now she's claiming that she was shot at just for asking questions? Apparently when you're a Democrat member of Congress, you can just lie about anything and everything.
We do know this, that this Trump administration has communities across the country being terrorized by a lawless agency that doesn't feel like they don't have to abide by any protections of this community.
So not only is she demonizing ICE, claiming that they're a lawless agency, and I bet the farm that she couldn't name a single law that was being broken, but then she claims that ICE doesn't have to abide by any protections of this community. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. And before you ask, no, Tucson, Arizona isn't a sanctuary city, as voters in 2019 overwhelmingly rejected a ballot measure to deem it so.
I want to give you the opportunity to debunk all of this, and we've seen the video. But so let's go through each of these claims one at a time. What do you make of the Department of Homeland Security claiming that one of their officers did not pepper spray you today?
I'll let the video speak for itself.
Yeah, let the video speak for itself. No, you don't get to be cute like that, Congresswoman. You made some outrageous claims that government agents shot at you and pepper sprayed you in the face. And think about it. Don't you think that if she had been, that she would be fundraising off images like this of her coughing and drooling? But she can't, because it never happened.
I'm so deeply sorry this happened to you today, and I'm so grateful that you were able to be here and share your story with us.
I'm so deeply sorry that this thing that didn't happen to you happened to you. MS now, jeez. Anyway, Grijalva went on CNN, and I'm only gonna play you one or two clips because the sound from her microphone is so distorted that I'm not gonna force you to listen to more than you have to.
So got out of the car, went to go find out what was happening, asked if they had a warrant. I introduced myself. One of the members said, I don't care who you are. We're trying to get out of here. So one of the things that I was asking people to do was like, okay, well, let's de-escalate this. Let's try to move out of the way so ICE can leave.
Again, she's lying. She wasn't de-escalating anything. Here's video of her in the middle of the street blocking traffic with dozens of other protesters. But she's like, oh, I was telling people to get out of the way so ICE could leave.
The ICE agents were actually escalating the violence purposefully.
Oh, I see. It wasn't the mob of protesters. Nope, it was the ICE agents' fault. Got it. House Republicans would absolutely have cause to censure the Congresswoman for lying about what happened to her, but they're pretty useless right now, so scrap that. Anyway, on that sad note, that's it for now. If you want to support the channel, head over to my brand new merch store at don'twalkrun.shop. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time, if there is next time.